Did you know the deep sea might hold a memory of those lost on the Titanic, not in spirit, but in molecules? It sounds like science fiction, but it's a fascinating scientific theory about the abyssal plain, the deep, dark seafloor where the Titanic now rests. Let's dive into the concept of chemical shadows. When the Titanic sank in 1912, it took over 1,500 souls with it to the ocean floor, nearly 12,500 feet down. At this depth, the pressure is immense, the temperature is near freezing, and there's no sunlight. In this extreme environment, the natural process of decomposition is incredibly different from what happens on land. The bodies of the victims would have eventually been consumed by deep-sea scavengers and microbes. But here's where it gets interesting. As the bodies broke down, they released a unique cocktail of organic molecules, lipids, proteins, and fatty acids, into the surrounding sediment. Think of it like a whisper of life settling onto the seafloor. Over time, this organic material became embedded in the mud and ooze of the abyssal plain. Scientists call this a necrobiome, the unique microbial community that forms around decomposing remains. This process essentially creates a chemical fingerprint, or a chemical shadow, in the sediment. These are not visible ghosts, but rather distinct molecular signatures left behind by the people who perished. The specific combination of molecules could, in theory, be different from the natural organic matter usually found at those depths. It's a subtle, microscopic echo of the tragedy, preserved in the very fabric of the seabed. So, could we actually detect these shadows today? It's incredibly challenging. A century of ocean currents, sediment shifts, and biological activity has likely dispersed these molecular traces. Finding and identifying these specific human-derived signatures among all the other organic material on the seafloor would be like finding a single grain of sand on a vast beach. However, the theory itself is a powerful reminder. It suggests that on a molecular level, the deep sea holds a form of memory. The final resting place of the Titanic's victims isn't just a static graveyard of steel. It is a dynamic environment where the story of that tragic night is written in a language we are only just beginning to understand. The abyssal plain doesn't forget. It simply keeps its secrets locked away in the dark, silent depths. Thanks for watching. If you found this as fascinating as I do, hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the mysteries of our world. See you next time.